This is the second part of the recording for the Cyclops. When early dawn revealed her rose-red hands, the rams jumped up, all eager for the grass. The ewes were bleating within their pens, unmilked, their udders full to bursting. Though their master was weak and worn with pain, he felt the back of each ram as he lined them up, but missed the men tied up beneath their woolly bellies. Last of them all, the big ram went outside, heavy with wool, and me, the clever trickster. Strong Polyphemus stroked his back and asked him, "Sweet ram, why are you last today to leave the cave? You are not normally so slow. You are the first to eat the tender flowers leaping across the meadow, first to drink, and first to want to go back to the sheepfold at evening time. But now you are the last. You grieve for master's eye. That wicked man, helped by his nasty henchmen, got me drunk and blinded me. No man will not escape. If only you could talk like me and tell me where he is skulking in his fear of me, then I would dash his brains out on the rocks and make them splatter all across the cave, to ease the pain that the good no-man brought." With that, he nudged the ram away outside. He rode a short way from the cave, and then I first freed myself and then untied my men. We stole his nice fat animals and ran, constantly glancing all around and back until we reached the ship. The other men were glad to see us, their surviving friends, but wept for those who died. I ordered them to stop their crying, scowling hard at each. I made each shove the fleecy flock on board and row the boat out into the salty water. So they embarked, sat on their rowing benches, and struck their oar blades in the whitening sea. When I had gone as far as shouts can carry, I jeered back. "Hey you, Cyclops, idiot! The crew trapped in your cave did not belong to some poor weakling. Well, you had it coming. You had no shame at eating your own guests, so Zeus and other gods have paid you back." My taunting made him angrier. He ripped a rock out of the hill and hurled it at us. It landed right in front of our dark prow and almost crushed the tip of the steering oar. The stone sank in the water, waves surged up. The backflow all at once propelled the ship landward. The swollen water pushed us with it. I grabbed a big long pole and shoved us off. I told my men, "Row fast to save your lives," and gestured with my head to make them hurry. They bent down to their oars and started rowing. We got out twice as far across the sea, and then I called to him again. My crew begged me to stop and pleaded with me, "Please, calm down. Why are you being so insistent and taunting this wild man?" He hurled that stone and drove our ship right back to land. We thought that they were going to die. If he had heard us, he would have hurled a jagged rock and crushed our heads and wooden ship. He throws so hard. But my tough heart was not convinced. I was still furious and shouted back again. "Cyclops, if any mortal asks how your eye was mutilated and made blind, say that Odysseus, the city sacker, Laertes' son who lives on Ithaca, destroyed your sight." He groaned. "The prophecy! It has come true at last. There was a tall and handsome man named Telemus, the son of Eurymus, who lived among my people. He spent his life here soothsaying for us. He told me that Odysseus's hands would make me lose my sight. I always thought somebody tall and handsome, strong and brave would come to me. But now this little weakling, this little nobody, has blinded me. By wine he got the best of me. Come on, Odysseus, and let me give you gifts and ask Poseidon's help to get you home. I am his son. The god is proud to be my father. He will heal me if he wants, though no one else, not God nor man, can do it." After he said these words, I answered him, "If only I could steal your life from you and send you down to Hades' house below. As sure as nobody will ever heal you, even the god of earthquakes." But he prayed, holding his arms toward the starry sky. "Listen, earth shaker, blue-haired Lord Poseidon, acknowledge me your son and be my father. Grant that Odysseus, the city sacker, will never go back home. Or, if it is fated that he will see his family, then let him get there late and with no honor, in pain and lacking ships, and having caused the death of all his men, and let him find more trouble in his own house." Blue Poseidon granted his son's prayer. Polyphemus raised a rock far bigger than the last and swung, then hurled it with immeasurable force. It fell a little short beside our rudder and splashed into the sea. The waves surged up, and pushed the boat ahead to the other shore. We reached the island where our ships were docked. The men were sitting waiting for us, weeping. We beached our ship and disembarked, then took the sheep that we had stolen from the Cyclops out of the ship's hold, and we shared them out fairly, so all the men got equal portions. But in dividing up the flock, my crew gave me alone the ram, the Cyclops' favorite. There on the shore I slaughtered him for Zeus, the son of Cronos, god of dark clouds, lord of all the world. I burned the thighs. The god ignored my offering and planned to ruin all of my ships and all of my loyal men. So all day long till sunset we were sitting, feasting on meat and drinking sweet strong wine. But when the sun went down and darkness fell, we went to sleep beside the breaking waves. Then, when rose-fingered dawn came bright and early, I roused my men and told them to embark and loose the cables. Quickly they obeyed, sat their rowing benches all in order, and struck the gray water with their oars. So we sailed on, in sorrow in our hearts, glad to survive, but grieving for our friends. So that was a long story. Notice that every part in green, like this part here, has something that I have written for you on the right. So you only have to do the parts that are in white where it says you do this one. So you'll notice as you go through the pages, there's quite a few of them, but you also have quite a few of them done for you. So you just need to do those sections. Make note that when it gets to the end of a page, there's automatically a line here, but this does continue from here to the next section. This is just something that we couldn't change because of the page breaks. So the first part of your assignment is, now that we've read it, is to go through and read just the sections that you need to and write what is happening there. And that'll be the first part. The second part is, if you didn't do it as I was reading it aloud to you, you do need to go back and you need to highlight the times he shows intelligence and cleverness, loyalty, vanity, and pride. And I'd like you to do that each time he shows that, not just a couple of times, because I'm not asking you to do anything else with this text except for the highlighting and the summarizing on the right. Then when you're all done, you can watch this video clip. That's just for fun. It's not required, but I hope that you enjoy it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you have a great day.